Hello and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well. Igama Asanda Wantini, and I do content of all things faith, my journey as an attorney, as well as content for candidate attorneys. Today I'm speaking specifically to candidate attorneys, and I'm going to speak about 5 commonly asked questions in interviews and how I'd go about answering them. I'll also give you a bonus too. So let's get into this video and let's go. Here you are probably going to your first interview or in the job market for candidate attorney articles. All best, and trust me, you are more than worthy to actually be a part of the profession. Do not doubt yourself. Let's get into it. Let's start with tell us about yourself. Now, here you are not going to be speaking about your CV. They have your CV. That's what they made them call you and ask you to come through. So what you will do here is you will speak about your values and you will speak about the reasons why you decided to pursue law. Obviously, don't be too personal. Surround it with professional outline of what drew you into law. This is your elevator pitch. If you were asked that one question and never asked another question before, start in high school. You were in debating clubs, you were in this and that. That's why you think you're a lawyer, which is what most people think. But yeah, start there. The next question, if you are still engaged in the interview, what are your career goals in the next 5 years? Now, here, this is where you must be strategic. You don't want to answer the question to say you are going into a candidate attorney interview in a firm that doesn't do labor law at all, and then you say, my aim is to be a CCMA commissioner. That's not what you want to actually do. You have to be strategic. So I would go about and start with maybe let's say they're a litigation firm. I would say that in 5 years' time, I would like to have completed my articles, possibly be an associate in this firm and expand my litigation expertise. If it's a big corporate commercial firm, speak about that as well. Speak about how you'd want to actually be a part of their culture for the long run. So that's how you go about in that question. Like, why this firm? Like, one question that's commonly asked. You're not going to say I applied everywhere because you most likely applied everywhere. That's not going to be a response. So when you are going in there, you searched their litigation firm, their family law firm, they are a big firm. Now here's the tricky part. There are sometimes really small firms that genuinely don't have websites. So this is how I went about with responding to that question. I spoke about how I wanted to apply to a small firm because I wanted the intimacy of having to work with my principal hand in hand and see the day-to-day going of a firm, because my intention is to maybe go as an associate in this firm, turned into a partner, or go and open my own small firm in the future. That's why I want to learn side to side with the actual director of a small firm. And that's actually an impressive answer because you are telling them that I know how this works and I want to learn directly from it. Another question that's commonly asked, what challenges have you faced, or remind me of the one time that you failed. Now here, you must speak a meaningful experience that you will speak about, not a personal, I remember the time that my dad died. It was horrible, 2017 June. Yes, it was, but that's not what I would speak about in an interview. So speak about how you failed the module, picked yourself up, and gotten back into passing and finishing your degree in time despite having failed that, or speak about how you had to work and study at the same time if you are studying part-time, and how this has made you grow as a person, and speak about your skill of time management that you had to deal with, and speak about things like that. And then question that's usually asked to candidate attorneys about their transcript. Say you defer, say you fail, you do subs. What's going to be your response in that? First things first, acknowledge that. Do not avoid it. Do not avoid that. Speak about what went wrong. You were taking on too much. You were working. You were employed. You had a lot of challenges. There you can hint on personal circumstance if that led you into failing. Speak on that and speak about what you've learned and then how you've improved. Because firm want to know that you are able to bounce back. They're not looking for perfection. That's where people get it wrong. They want to be so perfect that they would even want to skip that question, but don't. Speak on it. Be bold about it. Say that I came back, I was better. Then finally, throughout your questioning and your answering session, you must show that you are teachable. So one would ask you, are you teachable? This is where you will actually have to apply humility. You can say that absolutely. I know that in law school it is very different from practice, but I'm eager to learn from other attorneys that have been doing this for long, and not just from attorneys if you are in a small firm, but from the paralegals or whatnot, because those are the people that usually run the firm if you are in a small or medium law firm. So speak on that. And then another question that's usually asked that I would ask is to see and understand that, do you have patience? Speak about the time that you've had to apply patience. Speak about how you had to go to home affairs and stay the whole day, because that's likely what you're going to do as a candidate attorney. So yeah, and then most importantly, the question of money. Now, there is a set amount of money that's now earned by candidate attorneys, 6,000 and 8,000. If that's your starting point, start there. But if I were answering that as a candidate attorney, I would speak about how I want to learn more than just earn a salary, because for me, that's what I did. I was earning 2,500 Rand. That's not even decades ago. It's 5, 6 years ago. So yeah, anyways, with that said, good luck for your interview. If I'm rambling, apologies. All the best, and I'll see you on my next video. And remember, you are so worth it.